What's up, you fucking pimps out there? Welcome to another Evolution Daily video. My name is Aaron Alexander, and if you haven't listened to this week's podcast or the podcast in general, you need to do that. Search Aaron Alexander or Evolution Daily wherever you get podcasts. That includes the podcast app. That includes Spotify. There's a lot of buzz about the podcast recently. A lot of people are talking about it. Some people, I wouldn't say this, but people are saying, you know, Rogan doesn't really stand a chance against me. People are saying Call Her Daddy is probably kind of on the outs ever since my podcast has really gotten the ball rolling. So these are, again, things I would never say about myself, but it's just what I'm hearing through the grapevine, essentially. So make sure you check out, especially the Bradicus episode from 2 weeks ago. So goddamn good. I just got off of what do you want to say? I guess some people would call it a boot camp. For me, I call it a religious pilgrimage of Miami Beach. I would say like a religious, like a second coming of Christ. It kind of felt that way. I haven't been here since March after being here pretty much every month of my life for the last 5 years running boot camps. So to me, it was kind of like I died for 3 days, but it was like 8 months, 6 months. And then I came back to life, and I did feel as though this place blessed me in many ways. And while I was on this religious pilgrimage here in Miami Beach, I also was, coaching some students or whatever. So I'm coaching these guys, and one of the guys, he fucking ended up discovering that he absolutely loved getting sexual in his interactions. And as we were having a really good conversation, him, I, and everybody at the table, as we were all having a good discussion about this, a couple of the guys came forward and said, dude, I just don't even know what to talk about. What do you talk about, Aaron Alexander? God amongst men, slayer of puss. What do you talk about? What do you say in your interactions? And I thought to myself, wow, what an interesting question. What is it that the number one pickup artist and dating coach in the world, better than anybody you've ever seen on YouTube or any other platform, what do I talk about with women? And the number one answer, 100%, I had to really think about this. And then I noticed in all my interactions throughout the day, what do I mostly talk about? I mostly talk about... Can you insert a drum roll sound here? Will you? Okay, cool. I mostly talk about dicks. You caught right there? I mostly talk about dating, okay? So what does this look like? What it looks like is I open however I want to open. Hey, excuse me. Hey, I just saw you over here. I thought you were really cute. I had to come say hey. Excuse me, do you work at the blah, blah, blah up the street? Excuse me, are you a bartender over at da-da-da? Excuse me, do you hang out at da-da-da? However I want to open. Excuse me, do you know where the hookah bar is? Supposed to be one a little bit down there on the left. I'm supposed to meet a friend there shortly, but I don't know if he's coming or not. Open however you want. Get in the middle of the conversation. What do I talk about? How do I turn it more sexual? Hit her with the boyfriend bomb, the BB. You hit her with that BB, boy, that BBB. So why don't you have a boyfriend? Not do you have a boyfriend. You don't want to know if she has a boyfriend. You want to assume attraction. I teach this all the time. Assume, say it with me, assume attraction. Assume that she's into you. You say to her, oh, I got a new match. You say to her, so why don't you have a boyfriend? She goes, how do you know I don't? Well, I don't want to be too forward, but you've definitely been flirting with me a lot during this interaction. Really? Have I? I don't want to be too forward, but I think when I started talking to you, you were definitely checking me out a lot. I see the way you're looking at me, right? You put that shit out there. Put it on her. Role reversal, assuming attraction. I start talking about that. She goes, how do you know I don't? I saw you checking me out. And then you get into, and she goes, well, I don't have a boyfriend or whatever, right? Or if she does, and you just continue anyway. And then I'm always asking about online dating. And this is something I wasn't even that conscious of, bro. I'm just out here flowing. Right? I've moved from conscious incompetence. I've moved from unconscious incompetence all the way through to the fourth level, which is unconscious competence. I'm just like in this bitch now. I'm not even thinking about what I'm saying. And I realize I'm always talking about, what do you have, a Hinge account? No, I don't really do online dating. Why not? You like meeting guys out in person or something? This is a perfect situation for you, isn't it? What are you, just one of these girls that goes to bars, trying to meet rich guys at the table? What do you want to live tonight, hoping to get a free bottle? What are you, a bottle rat? I'm always talking about dating, and I'm talking about us. I'm talking about what her and I can do. We're getting to know each other. Oh, you live over in Hilliard? Oh, that's pretty close to the zoo, right? Have you been? Oh, you haven't been in 2 years? Oh, let's go to Zoo Lights this year. Oh, really? You think we're going to go to Zoo Lights? Yeah, 100%. You know what? There's actually there's an old bag of nails right over there as well. This is what we'll do. We're going to hit Zoo Lights first, and then we're going to hit Old Bag of Nails. But we got to go on a Tuesday because that's when they got all-you-can-eat fish night. I'm talking about us, and I'm talking about dating. So figuring out how you can talk more about dating. Also, too, guys, listen, you watch Evolution Daily videos. This means you're better than everybody. You know 1,000, nay, 20,000 times more than any guy knows about dating just by watching my content. So the most rudimentary concept that I talk about here, even just bringing up the idea of abundance versus scarcity, whether you're on a date or in the initial cold approach, you bring up the most basic ass shit that you've known for 5 years. You sound like a genius when you're talking to women. They fucking love it, and it shows social awareness. It shows, oh, wow, this guy actually knows what he's talking about, knows what he's doing. Maybe he's actually going to be good in bed, too. Who knows? She gets turned on by it. So, again, us, dating, future projecting, role reversal, role play, all of these things go into the interactions of the world's #1 dating coach. And so I just shared that with you for free, and I've sold that knowledge for $400,000 before, and you just got it for free in this video. So I hope this helps, and it's only going to help if you take action. So stop being a little bitch boy and actually go out and talk to some fucking girls. We just got off this phenomenal program here in Miami Beach, Florida. Again, this was the second coming of Christ. There was a billboard dedicated to me. It was a very big deal for the entire city. And I look forward to seeing you on a future program. Head over to evolutiondaily.com to either apply for a boot camp, which we do have several coming up, or pick up one of my courses. If you want to get women obsessed with you in the way that they're all obsessed with me, I've got about 40 girls just like begging to S my D on a regular basis. So if you want that for yourself, check out the Obsessed Workshop. Everything is available in the shop over at evolutiondaily.com. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye. Maybe forever.